Welcome to my Dub 27 Day Trader, and today we're going to be looking at some stock news. So let me go to my investing page, and I'm going to go to the 50K challenge. Nowhere near there, but what we want to look at is this: that Lucid Group dip, and then the Lucid Group spike. Now, this is what I was talking about. This is why I kept saying that. You want to buy Lucid low, hold on to it. When it gets high, sell it. If you had listened on that last video, you would have got Lucid around 206, 205, and then bam, at 221, you taking profit, which is what a bunch of people did. But the interesting thing about this is when they took profit, it didn't just drop all the way down. It's almost as if it tested a new bottom at 216, 215. Now, and of course, we'll see what this does Monday. Monday, I will not be getting back into Lucid Group until I see what direction it goes. If it continues to stay steady between that 215, 220 mark, then okay, 215 is the new bottom. But you got some stocks where they'll jump up, because of some reason. And then after that, it'll go all the way back down. Anybody who was on that Soundhound wave knows exactly what I'm talking about. Now, as far as any changes, Mark is still the CEO. Market cap is still 6.60 billion. It's really not too much going on. July 4th, Lucid Group strategic moves. Is the stock ready for takeoff? So let's see what the news is saying. It says Lucid, once valued at 90 billion, now faces a pivotal moment with the upcoming Gravity SUV and significant backing from Saudi Arabia. Could this be the turnaround investors have been waiting for? Explore Lucid's potential resurgence and what it means for the electric vehicle market. All right. Should you invest $1,000 in Lucid Group right now? Before you buy stock in Lucid Group, consider this. The Motley Fool Stock Advisor Analyst team just identified what they believe are the 10 best stocks for investors to buy now. The Lucid Group wasn't one of them. The 10 stocks that made the cut could produce monster returns in the coming years. I'm talking about Netflix and Nvidia and things like that. So Motley Fool doesn't think that it's going to be skyrocketing anytime soon. So what that does, that kind of brings us back to reality. Well, what is it that we are dealing with? Well, let's go down here and let's see. As far as there's still a small buy percentage right there at 5.9. All right, so let's switch over to the hedge funds. Hedge funds. Felipe Latfont of Kyoto Management right here. Open position. How many shares? 2,953,931. So we can see right here, Michael Rockefeller, Woodline Partners LP. This is a Rockefeller. That's a big name right there. 654,266 shares. And then Ken Fisher from Fisher Asset Management LLC. Open position. 13,997 shares. And then, of course, Drew Phillips from Fortitude Family Office, LLC, bought 145 shares. So we can see right there that you got some big names right there buying. Now, as far as insiders are concerned, 11 insiders bought a total of 2.74 million shares of Lucid in the past 3 months. And this is of July. That's this month. This is not investment advice. See right there, informative buy, uninformative buy, uninformative buy. It used to be buy, sell, buy, sell. Now we're starting to see those buys kind of stack up right there. You see what I'm talking about? Even the CEO bought a whole bunch of shares. Gagan, I can't say that name, but it's from SVP Finance and Accounting, 533,333. Then Eric Bach, 600,000 shares. So there's a lot of people buying up these shares. So it looks like there's something in the woodworks when it comes to Lucid. And like I said, I'm just going to wait until I see what it does Monday. If it holds steady Monday, then maybe we're headed for that $3 mark. If not, then you got to play it smart. We know one thing. We know it's actually breaking even right now as far as the last month is concerned. It's not making money yet. Let's see what else is going on here. That's it. Yeah, so that's something to look at right there. So we're gonna see what Lucid does. Truthfully, me, if it drops back down to $2, that's fine. I get right back in, and we can do this all over again and run it back. But if not, then we'll have to see what the new tests are. Now let's see what else we got going on. Of course, I added some dividend yields to my 50K challenge. I got the Schwab, it's $27.34. And then I went ahead and got SoFi, which is at $18.52. Those both dividends. I'm looking to get into those. Big Bear AI is going up. And then Webull went crazy. Webull went straight bananas. Webull went all the way up to 1489. No, it went up higher than that. Here we go. No, 1470. I thought it went up higher than that. I thought it had hit 15, but I guess maybe that was just the tail end of that candlestick. But yeah, it went to 1429 from $10.79. Now, and it started to go back down, which is fine. Now that I know that it has the potential to go up, that means there's some interest. Now, when it bottoms down again, around that $10, $11 mark, I'm definitely jumping in. We got to go ahead and put some money in that. And of course, this isn't financial advice. Let's see, what else are we looking at? ARM's kind of expensive. AMD's kind of just hanging out where it's at. Robinhood went down. I guess they didn't get the S&P 500 did not accept them, so they hit that $100 mark. And then after that, it's been kind of slightly going down ever since then. So Monday, we'll see if it drops down into the 80s or not. We'll see what's going on with that. With that being said, though, if you go down here, does it show what the estimated price? No, it's not giving the estimated price. But still, market cap 83.16 billion, high at 97.37. It's still some money to be made there. This is one of those when you get it low and it goes up $3, and you got like 10 shares, like you just got $1,000 in it. You can make about $30 a day on that just with it fluctuating up and down. So, it's not too complicated with this particular stock just because they're doing so well. It's estimated that it's going to make even more money come July 30th. So we're going to see what's going on there. I think it will. I think it's going to go ahead and break 100. So that's something to look at. And then there's our new guy right here. Ooh, XRP starting to go down. Let's see what happens once that gets under 221. But anyhow, Poster's our new wash, rinse, and repeat. It's a simple EV company. $2 or 2.41 billion market cap. But what I'm interested is this right here. Low today, 109. High today, 113. This is one of those where you wash, rinse, and repeat it. You see what I'm saying? It's been a gradual up and down, but it's been testing so far this month. Low today, at least around $1. High being 119. This past week, 115, 115, 116. Either way, you're talking about 109. Let's do the math. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 14. Let's talk about 6 cents. So let's go ahead and pull out the calculator. Let's keep 109, between 109 and 113 in mind. All right, 109 to 113 in mind. Where's the calculator? So let's say you put 1,000 in and divide by 1.09. It's $917 times, let's just say 6 cents. So 0.06. It's $55 right there. So Monday, I'm going to be looking for this to drop back down. As soon as I see a zero on the opposite end, and it's around like at least 109, 105 or something like that. This is going to be my wash, rinse, and repeat, at least until something crazy happens. Let's see. They said taking the next step and diversifying its contracting manufacturing footprint. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. Fact of the matter is, until August 28th, it's probably going to be around where it's at. You see, in the past, I've got burnt by them. I didn't get burnt. It stayed where it was at. But once again, I should have stayed. Should have kept that in there, As time progressed, this would have turned into something else. Yeah, I broke even that time. It was probably taking too long. But anyhow. So, yeah. I would definitely be looking at Polestar this Monday. Be looking at Polestar. Be looking at Lucid. I'm just going to go from there. It's time to start playing a little safe. Polestar, Lucid, and then my dividends. These other things, I just got them there just to see kind of what the market's doing and everything like that. Unless I get a big drop, because he's one of those, if you get a big drop in like Palantir, AMD, Robinhood, you got to jump on them. Quantum computer, you got to jump on them. Whenever quantum hits $17, something like that, that's a green light right there. Same with Ford. Ford at $10 is gold, and of course XRP under $2 is gold as well. So that's what we're looking like for this week. So we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna have exciting times. They say the market, now that the bill's been passed and all that stuff, is supposed to do something cool. So we're gonna see. But don't forget to like, don't forget to follow. This Mike Dub 27 Day Trader, and I'm out. Deuces.